Hey guys, it's Savannah, and today we are not going to do some crafts. Today we're going to talk about a very serious subject, okay? This is middle school reality versus expectations, okay? And my audio quality is kind of bad, but I hope I'll get a camera soon, a better one. Okay. So I wanted to talk about so as a kid in elementary school, when I first saw Diary of a Wimpy Kid, hold on. Okay, first seeing Diary of a Wimpy Kid, what is that on my computer? I thought it was good, and that it was the ultimate middle school experience. And although I have to say that was what I expected middle school to be like, okay, and what they said it would be like. And so I was like, middle school doesn't seem all that bad, okay. They made it look like it was a walk in the park, okay. And I recently just graduated middle school, and let me tell you, it was not a walk in the park, and it was terrible, and it was a learning experience. That's all I'm gonna say. I went through lots of struggles and lots of hardships, and I lost some friends somewhere along in the bitterness, and now what? Sorry. And I lost some friends, and that really, it's like, ugh, great, it's really sad, but, so, I wanted to say, and I'm a good listener, I help people, and, we're not here to talk about me, okay, well, kind of, I don't know. So middle school experiences, okay? Middle school experiences are crazy. All right. I actually have gotten bullied before, and we have this thing at our school called Oveus. And what Oveus is they teach you all the signs of bullying, and they're like, oh, if you ever see bullying in, the halls, please tell our teacher, or go to this bullying report on our website. And so, but they don't listen to that, and I don't even think that they check it, because I've called in. I know some people who are suicidal and stuff like that, and that need serious help, and I've told people, I've told the counselors about it, and it just gets worse, but it's good to tell. And so girl bullying versus guy bullying is totally different. They're totally different, okay, because girl bullying is less physical, while it's more subliminal. And guy bullying is more physical. They'll push you against a couple of lockers and call you a nerd, or you dork, and while girl bullying, I don't know if y'all have ever seen Mean Girls or not, but Regina George did this one thing where she was like, oh my god, I think it was Katie, I love your bracelet, it's so cool. And then Gretchen was like, oh, it's so fetch. And then Regina was like, what's fetch mean? And then she was like, it's a slang term for cool or whatever. I forgot what she said it was, but yeah. Sorry, there's stuff on my bed. So basically, yeah. So girl bullying versus guy bullying, I'm not saying that, you know, the damage isn't done on both parts, okay? But it happens with girls a lot. Every day. And especially in our neighborhood, they're like bully free and, oh, you know, we don't have any bullies at our school, you know, because they're all good kids. And, you know, it's just to protect the school's reputation. And I'm not going to get onto all that because the whole thing just makes me completely angry. But I am going to get into the fact that kids these days, you know, bully so much, and they just, you know, you learn from other people, and other people learn from you. And, you know, people wonder why these days girls always, like, beat themselves up about everything. They're like, oh my gosh, I have man shoulders. Ew, I wish my butt was bigger. I wish my boobs were bigger. I wish, you know, I didn't have as many pimples. And I wish that I didn't, you know, my hair was longer. You know, they always pick on something from themselves that they can improve, because society builds a picture that you're supposed to look like freaking Kylie Jenner or something like that, you know, and you're supposed to be skinny. So all those people out there with the thick bodies, alright, are just sitting there beating themselves up twice as much as the skinny chicks would, you know, and the skinny chicks are like, some of them, a lot of them are probably like anorexic and stuff like that, because they're trying to be something that they're not, trying to create an image of themselves that is just sad. You know, it's just like, why do this to yourself when, like, you know, you're perfect just the way you are. You're perfect just to you're perfect just the way that God made you. You're perfect just how you are. You should never change that, okay? But don't let voices get to you. Don't let them get to your head. Don't let them, just ignore them. I know it's hard, but let it run off your back like water on a duck's back, okay? You know? And bullying isn't cool, okay? But it's something that's there. And kids these days get bullied so much that they're used to it. They're like, oh, you know, bullying, schmullying. You know, it's just another day in the, you know, bullying factory or whatever, okay? And that's not cool, alright? It's not fun, and it's not okay at all. It's not okay at all. But kids these days, you know, they still do it, in middle school especially, and I have yet to experience high school, but I'm pretty sure that it's going to be 10 times as worse. 10 times as worse. But that's just the expectations versus the reality. Although I know that the expectations are going to be 10 times as better than the 10 times as worse than the reality, because everything is different when it comes to that. Like, especially like, take Prison Break, for example, okay? And all these prison shows out there, it's way different from the prison experience, you know? But, you know, it's just like expectations versus reality. It's what we see versus what other people think and see, you know? But, it's hard, and I know it's hard to view other people and treat other people the way that you would want to be treated, you know, because treating other people the way that you want to be treated is very hard. But, you know, and I'm still trying to understand why people these days do what they do. And, you know, before you judge someone, you have to take into consideration, you don't know their whole story. You don't know what they've been through. You don't know all the things that, they've experienced as a child. You can't judge them on why they have anger issues, or why they're have a mood disorder, or why they're just cold. They give you the cold shoulder all the time, and all you try to do is be nice and be their friend because you want to try to help them. You never know unless they tell you. You should never believe rumors of what happens. You don't spread rumors. Even if your best friend tells you, oh, dude, I heard blah, 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 blah. Susie just, cheated on her test or something like that, ooh, such a bad kid, that's not cool. Even if you heard it, or even if you saw it first eye, it's none of your business. You should just keep that to yourself. Don't worry about what other people would think. Even if you're just the person that you're talking about is right next to you, and you're just this one chick said to me one time, I was wearing a dress that had the stomach on the sides, right here, where what's on my t-shirt? The stomach's right here, where right there. Bro, what is this on my t-shirt, dude? Why is it pink? Okay. I know, it was a lacy black dress. It was really cute, but I had a cardigan over it, and the cardigan was really getting really hot, so I took it off for a little while, but the teacher never saw it, but and then this girl and her friend, I was right there, and I can hear them, and I already don't like this girl because she can be really mean and really judgmental a lot, and I try to stay away from those people as much as possible. Okay, but so she was like, Savannah, why are is that in dress code? And I looked at her, and I was and she said stuff like this before, and I was I looked at her, and I finally had enough. I was what does it matter to you? Why are you worried if it's in dress code or not? Dude, just mind your own business. And I'm one of those people that's not afraid to speak their minds. If you have an opinion about me, then say it to my face, because I don't tolerate those things. It's if you say it to my face, that'll, at least I know that you're talking about me. At least, you know what I mean? I think I've been filming for 12 minutes already. Woo. But yeah, and it's other people are just, they don't know, okay? They don't know what you've been through, who you are, really. They just know your name and how you act. People judge off of how you act rather than what you really are and how you really, do things or whatever. I don't know. But, so, yeah. And it's hard a lot, to not become something that the society tries to make you be, and tries to tell you, oh, you're terrible, you're a terrible person. Sometimes I just I'll look in the mirror and I'll just be ew, I'm ugly, and deep in my heart, I know that I'm beautiful in God's eyes, but still, it's just one of those things, and it's hard to not become something that society wants you to be, but you gotta be strong. You gotta be something that you are. You gotta be something that you want to be, okay? And guys, the same thing out there. You don't have to dress in athletic shorts all the time to try to fit in. You don't have to pick on girls. You don't have to talk about girls behind their backs. Talk about, ooh, dang, look at that booty, dang, or you gotta be a gentleman. That's, you call yourself a gentleman, but yet you talk behind people's backs like that. That's just disgusting. You should be ashamed of yourself, okay? Like, that's just gross. Like, no girl wants to be talked about behind their back unless they, like, you know, it's something good. And that's not something good, because that's just looking at them like they're, like, a piece of meat that you can, like, eat, and it's gross, okay? And so, society these days just sucks in general. But anyway, I'm getting off topic, okay? So that was, like, reality, and then the expectations are totally different. They're just like, oh, you know, there's gonna be some things out there that are, like, totally, like, different. And I remember in elementary school, and 5th grade is when we graduated to go to middle school, okay? In 5th grade, they were like, so you're gonna have lots of, like, different periods. You're gonna have, like, 8 periods a day, and we have, like, what did I have last year? It was skills for living, double blocked ILA, science, and then U.S. history, and then lunch, and then it was after lunch was math, and then multimedia and video production, and then athletics. Okay, and then that was the end of the day. So it was like, oh, that was 9. What? Whatever, okay. But yeah. And so, and yeah, and you can't leave, and people will judge you if you start crying in the middle of class, or, you know, and I have some friends that have this, like, special, like, I don't know, it's like some numbers thing, okay, it's like 904, I don't know, 504, but they can actually, like, leave the class and, like, go do something or draw in the middle of class to help calm themselves down. And I chew gum, but yet I get in trouble for chewing gum because they're like, ew, you know, you shouldn't chew gum, that's, like, I have this, like, no chewing gum policy at our school. Is this angle okay? Oh, no, okay. I hope this angle works. I've always got bad angles. Okay, wait a second. Okay, so society today is just, they're just rude. And, and you shouldn't be pressured into dating, okay, because it's just too much. You need to focus on your schoolwork and probably date in, like, 10th or 11th grade. No matter how much you think this guy likes you, it's not gonna work out in the end, okay? Like, barely any high school relationships ever work out. You never really, like, ever get married to them unless you're, like, serious about it, and then that marriage doesn't even really, like, last long, so you're stuck with this kid and then, like, a divorce, okay? And, you know, you gotta be real with people, bro. You can't just hide everything. You can't just be like, oh, you know, because there's people at our school whose parents are divorcing, and that's why they act out, or that's why they make fun of other people to help themselves feel better, you know. There's people out there that get, like, abused, and they have to put on a mask to hide that abuse because they're like, you know, and then other people judge them for it, you know, and that's not cool. And there's people out there who are just trying to be themselves, but they can't because other people out there are just being mean to them, you know. And there's people out there whose parents, okay, whose mom is struggling with their husband because her husband is, like, cheating, and the wife knows it, but she wants to, give their kids a better life and wants them to have a dad. Oh, excuse me. I'm like slowly dying. Okay. That's a better angle. Yeah. But yeah. And so, I mean, it sucks, but I mean, that's just the thing that happens. And, jeez. You know, and you can joke around about it all you want, but it's serious. And I'm sorry. And you know, if you are getting bullied, or if you are cutting, or if you are having suicidal thoughts, or need someone to talk to ever, you know, it's, you know, there's people out there. Oh my gosh. There's people out there who will help you, okay? There's people out there who are caring and nice, you know, and they'll listen to you. Even your friends, okay? If you can trust them and they're not fake friends, you know, and they've been there through thick and thin with you, you can tell them anything and they'll be there for you, okay? They'll be there for you. And that's the cool thing about friendship, you know? They're just, it's awesome. Friendship's always cool. But, you know, sorry. Yeah, and because people, you know, it's not good to bottle things up inside. Trust me, I'd know. But, you know, and it's good to talk about things, and it's not good to just hold it in. Because what's that gonna do? You know, it just gets worse, and then you just have this emotional baggage. It's gonna just cause lots of stuff, you know. It's never good. But, yeah. Why is my room really hot? But yeah, and so, you know, it's good to be heard, and it's good to be listened to, but most of all, you know, it's just good to have a voice. You know, and I use my story. It's like something died. Jeez. Okay. And I use my story to help people, and, you know, I use my story to tell them that they're not alone. You know, there's people out there who've been through the same thing that they have been, if not worse. Okay, and it's, you know, it's just something that's a part of life, you know, and, you know, don't let that be who you are. Don't use that as an excuse to live out your life or whatever. Say if you have anger issues, you can solve that. You can, like, you know, help that to stop or whatever, by talking about it, getting help, you know, and, you can always ask your friends for advice. You never know what they have been through until they have told you. Or if you ask, seriously, dude, what is wrong with you? Like, there's something, you need to tell me. I can help you. I promise I can help you, you know? And even if you feel helpless, there's always hope, okay? And, yeah, and I can talk about this for hours and hours. And I could talk about this for hours and hours, but I don't think y'all want to listen to me do that. But, you know, yeah. So, I'm signing off for now. I think I'm coming out with another, not another one. I haven't done that. I haven't done a video on that, have I? Okay, well, I'm starting liquid painting. I love it so much. Yeah. And I think I'm gonna do a video on that for y'all. Teach you how to do it, because it's so much fun. But yeah. So, I'll catch you later. Hope that you have a blessed day and that you got something out of this video. If not, then I'm sorry. I'll try better next time. But you are an amazing person and you deserve more than life has to offer you. Don't ever let anything drag you down, and don't ever let somebody degrade you. You're awesome, you're beautiful, and you're handsome. It's whatever whatever gender you are, but and you know, be a voice. This is Savannah signing off. And yeah, stay creative, my dudes.